Welcome, Crows fans, air conditioners, and inanimate carbon rods. TwoCrows podcast here. Ali and Ed, how you going there, Anthony?
Oh, not too bad, Ali.
Not too bad. You feeling better, mate?
I am.
Yeah, you've been suffering the last man flu week or two.
Bit of a cold.
Yeah, bit of a cold. But you're upright and walking and mobile.
I am.
Beautiful. We apologise out there, Crows fans. We missed out on the Tigers game, first win of the season. We're totally pumped. And Crook, so can't even do the podcast. Yeah. But whoopsie daisies. So we'll get on it. Today we'll have a look at the post-match. We will touch on the Richmond game, obviously, because that was a very important win for our club.
Very good. A confidence-building win, I reckon, Ali.
Absolutely. Next will be the old movers, shakers, tankers, fakers, and us being our inconsistent selves. We're sort of mixing it up a bit with that, because I said we would, and we did.
We never follow script, do we?
Never at all. But we will. We've got a second episode we've been working on for Standing on the Outside. Thank you for all the feedback for the Standing on the Outside. So appreciate it. Plenty of good feedback. I'll be appreciating that. We'll try and keep it up to a really low standard so your expectations aren't built up very high.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Media meltdown, sidebar, any announcements around the traps and the next round lineups. See if Ant can keep his picking fingers better than somewhere for his nose at the moment. Upon analysis and injuries. And then our tips.
Our tips.
So, yes.
Well, I got 7 with our tips last week.
You told me that without actually telling me who you picked. I think you just picked a number and rounded up.
No.
He gets very serious with his tips. I agreed there. I thought Hawthorn might do us a favour.
No, it wasn't Essendon.
Fire up, son.
Oh, I can't think who the other.
You don't care?
I don't really care, but I got 7, so hopefully this week I can strive for the 9.
Geelong, did they upset you, or did you pick Wet Toast? You did pick Wet Toast.
Yeah.
They had a good win.
They did.
But back to more important things. Now, our club. Before the Richmond game, just to recap for you in case you were living under a rock, as I like to say, we've been abused for the last 6 months. Obviously, played really crapola in a GF loss.
Yeah.
That's it. The Crows camp debacle, we're all brainwashed.
In a cold.
We love the leader and all that type of stuff. And Tex was battered from pillar to post as a captain because he sent a text message saying, just let's talk about this. And they hung him out to dry.
Let's just get this game out of the way and we'll talk about it.
Yep, playing Richmond. Pikey can't play talls. We got smashed in the GF, so their mosquito fleet will take us on. And then comes the game. Matty Crouch doesn't come out after the second half.
I'll ask you something about that.
Yeah, do you want to ask me now?
I will, actually.
So, I haven't finished my rant, but he's going to interrupt me.
Matt Crouch.
Done.
Nankervis fell into his back.
And doing that can actually aggravate a hamstring.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
So with him falling in, because as soon as my mind went to... Because I didn't see it at the game. I seen it post the game.
Same.
And I was thinking, I wonder if that was a contribution to the hamstring.
Yep. I had someone that was a nurse said, do you realise that could actually contribute to his hamstring because of the back muscles? And I was like, dang. So there's a good plan. Note to self, Crows fans, just to run up a couple of spines. And he didn't actually even get out, so, he didn't really...
He got a fine, though, didn't he? $1,500 or something.
And the... The Fog announcing himself.
Oh, yes.
Love the Fog.
I was surprised with that, but we'll talk about that in one of our announcements later on.
I love Fog. Love him. And then, naturally, after that, the wheels came off a bit further for us with Mckay getting concussed by an errant arm across the face. Caddy, good old Caddy
He got
Shack.
knocked out for that.
Yeah, good. Talia injured, Sloane injured, and yet, people, with all this debacle, we bloody won.
Proud
Anthony.
Moment. I was proud, Ali. Very proud. I was super proud because we've been under the pump for most of that week.
We were written. If we lost,
they were ready. They were
relentless. They were just standing there on the starters blocks with the gun ready to go. We were being savaged by the media.
Absolutely, we were.
And it's just I don't know. It just really gives me the irrits that they can come along and absolutely do that. And now the media,
crickets.
Absolutely crickets. Nothing doing. I'm just absolutely jack of
it. It's because we're a contender, that's why. It's because we're a contender, so they just want to start writing rubbish and want to talk negatively about a footy
They've backed off for a week.
They've backed off for the moment, although there was an article over the weekend from Caroline Wilson about the camp, but it was really quoting Rob Chapman, but...
Anything in it?
Nah.
If it's anything good, Crows fans, we actually will retweet it.
I didn't actually read the full article, so there you go.
Boring.
I was just skimming through.
Because we already had the interview.
I was paraphrasing there.
Yeah, paraphrasing. That's fine. You can do that.
Yeah.
But it was a bloody good game.
It was a ripping
We were
game.
all there yelling and screaming.
What I loved, what Don Pike did was he made our forwards play more up the ground, which really isolated Rance to be that more one-on-one defenders.
Rance now... you just made me think of something that I had when I was thinking about Rance. I reckon after that game he got sponsored by Great Western Champagne so he could have some bubbles to go with the bath he got from JJ. Been waiting to say that for 2 weeks.
And can you believe it? I watched the Hawthorn-Richmond game on Sunday. Alice Clarkson was trying to replicate the same thing. It just did not happen. Not happen because what happened is they needed to play roughhead more deep, but they had O'Brien playing on Rance, and O'Brien doesn't really have that big muscular physique build as what Jenkins did. So what was happening is they weren't deep kicks in. Okay. So Rance was just able to fold off and get that intercept. So it didn't quite work, but credit to Don Pike and his coaching group
had a plan.
For Hawthorn
had a plan
to go and look at that footage and say, we need to try and replicate that.
But I think that shows that everyone said, Pike's not flexible. They're flexible enough.
They're flexible enough. I
think we've got the exactly. I think that too. I think at the beginning of the year, at least, he's throwing it around.
He is
throwing players around, and sometimes not by choice because of injury, but that's what he's been working into the club. Like, how many times do you see Mitch McGovern go back?
I know.
Yeah, and who else did you see go back in the Richmond game, just for even if it's floating down back to try and help out?
Who did I see go down back?
Yeah, did Sloane?
Yeah, Sloane was playing. He was very good at halfback. He took that crucial
Did JJ come down a bit too?
A little bit.
Was it that game? Yeah. I thought he got into it. Tex had moved up the ground and started moving around.
And I think people forget this, is Don Pike's only in his third year, so he's still adding those layers to our game style. Do you know what I mean? He's still adding those layers. And
I like it.
And it's, it's
like
third
a strudel.
Year. That's right. Third year, he'll now know the players more intimately as well. Yep. So
I think we've got a settled lineup. Like, as in the players. I mean, everyone was saying that everyone's disgruntled at the Crows and there's no unity. I tell you what, I saw unity. That Richmond game, that is the benchmark. The way they got
around each other.
That's the benchmark. And Tex, you know what, Tex? You led like a true captain.
Absolutely,
he gathered the troops, he gave the orders, and he stood up. And the way he celebrated and got around players, like, there were little things that you watch the game and you watch Tex off the ball with what he was saying and doing with players that people would not pay attention to. And I was like, you, sir, are a bloody champion. Getting around the younger ones, giving them a little talk up the G. With Camillus Yeoman, a little special high five and hands and... Each one, even him and Fogg. Have you noticed him and Fogg have got their own little thing when they kick a goal? Him and Eddie.
They do.
Everyone knows the high-low for Eddie.
Just speaking of Lachlan Murphy in that game, his goal celebrations give me some goosebumps.
I know. He said he had to make up for Riley Knight not being there.
That was funny.
Do the chainsaw.
Yeah, he did say that. What about he went down the rooms before everyone else?
I know, the poor bugger. And they hung him out to dry there. Probably they had him out. Dugsy was trying to go, look, mate, come on, back up there. And he's like,
Pikey was laughing.
Dang.
Did you see Pikey laughing?
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, that was funny.
But geez, that was good. I think anything that marred that game, apart from the injury to Matty Crouch, which really hurts us, and looking at the report today, he's still at least 2 weeks away.
I reckon he'll be back next week. I just have this feeling.
Okay, well, you keep feeling yourself and take it from there. But Brad's still listed as 5 to 6, and that hasn't changed, and that's been updated. I'm a little bit concerned.
I don't see him playing this year.
Oh, Jesus, don't say that, mate.
I don't see him playing.
Really?
No.
Jeez. No, that's a bit harsh for my poor old Braddles.
I know, but...
Can I mention something else to let you talk about for 2 seconds?
Yes.
Yeah, crowd banter. This is pathetic, but, good old Softwick. Dimmer.
Oh, Softwick, yes.
Dimmer.
Yes.
Just you can repeat that for people.
Well...
Just recap in case you, weren't listening or reading media for the last week.
Post that game, the Channel 7 cameras caught Hardwick coming out of his coach's box, and a Crows fan leant over and basically said it's a little bit harder
to win away from the
MCG, isn't it,
yeah.
Dimmer?
Lost his marbles.
And lost his absolute marbles and started pointing at this poor supporter's face.
So told security to get him out?
Yeah, get him out and take away his driver's licence.
Huh? Oh, so he's trying to insinuate.
Yeah, he's trying, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
And...
what come of it,
Anyway, nothing come of it. But what made me laugh was the Victoria media were trying to make it sound like it was the supporters' fault. But it was Dima who was getting up into the supporters' face. Mm-hmm. But during the week, late last week, during Dima's
Softwick, yep,
press conference, he said that, just get out of my face.
No one was in his face.
Hang on a minute, you're the one you're in the supporter's face, pointing at his face.
Actually, he went right up to him and pointed right at him. The supporter, come on now, the coaches if we reverse this, and Pikey said that about a Richmond supporter at the MCG, how much ridicule...
Absolutely.
How much ridicule would Don Pike have copped?
Imagine...
He would have been smashed in the media.
Like this is... It's pathetic because...
Yeah.
Imagine what Don Pike and Ken Hinkley would cop.
Oh, they'd both get absolutely...
On alternate, alternate showdowns.
Horrible.
Imagine it.
They'd just be pointing. Like, as they come down the race, it'd just be like, security,
it's about
point.
It's about having self-control.
He has got a temper. I mean, he was mouthing the F and C words.
He's trying to be like Hallister.
But he was mouthing F and C at players, which was clearly visible.
Well, he was in the coach's box.
And someone said to me, calling them C's. Someone said to me, he's allowed to. He's in the coach's box.
Well, Don Pike doesn't.
I'm like, well, actually, no. He's still saying things in public about a player, and there's cameras in the box, and they know that. And
calling an umpire a see you next Tuesday, like a country.
It's not really, you can't really go around doing that, Dimmer.
Not at all.
You're Softwick, and then someone says, harder to win away from the G, and you lose your mind.
By 32 points, by 6 goals. Come on, bud.
You lose your mind.
Clearly.
He's a bit bloody slow, isn't he? He's a slow learner.
But credit to our coaching group.
Wait a minute, someone smacked me on media saying, because I called him Softwick, and they said, he's a premiership. And I went, sorry, premiership Softwick. And they left me alone after that. Yeah, can't take a joke.
People,
can't take a joke.
Like even these...
You've won your premiership, I'm not sooking, just get on with it.
I'm going to have a rant here.
Uh-oh.
These...
Built it up.
These Richmond supporters, they... tweeting and saying, we've got the cup. Well, last time I looked, that was last year. It's 2018. It's a new season.
I know, but they're the reigning premiers.
So it's a new season. I know, but
even
the coaches come out.
No, how long are you going to enjoy it for? You're only going to let them enjoy it for that day and then have to put it away.
No, but you don't. It's...
Of course you would. If we won it last year, you'd still be drunk.
I'd be staggering around somewhere.
Don't take it away from. Otherwise, you sound like you were sooking. I'm like, they've won. Good on them. And I'm focused on this year.
Yeah, but it's
no point living your life looking into a vision mirror.
Oh, very true.
Small sample size. I just wanted to get that out there before Anthony trots it out.
Small size.
Small sample size. Just like you, small sample size.
Small sample size.
Okay, so
but we're third on the ladder, so we'll take that.
I mean, Porter won the premiership already, so that's pretty good. Poor Sam Powell.
Sam
Powell picked a power pepper. Is probably going to have a bit of pepper spray at the moment. He'll be quiet for a bit.
He's a bit.
Nothing will happen.
Why has he shaved his head?
I don't know.
Is that because he was getting tied off because he used to always do the comb over?
Yeah, maybe he got a bit self-conscious of it. Maybe someone said it's harder to win when you've got a fringe, and he shaved his head off.
But Fox does it too.
I know, I don't care.
But Fox has had a haircut.
And Fogg is a champion.
Fox looks a little bit like that actor.
He is a champion, that's all you need to know about it. Stay away from him.
He's a ripper. He looks like that actor.
Who? Better be a good one.
He's got the eyes.
I don't know, he's got two eyes. You're confusing me, mate.
He's got the bluey eyes like him.
So an actor with blue eyes. Tweet that out for us, folks. Who does Fogarty look like that is an actor with blue eyes? Name. I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
He's in a lot of
movies.
Possum movies.
Don't say that.
No, but I'm not saying
Is he a good actor?
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Oh, I've got no idea. Well, we'll move right along while Anthony's thinking about it. Movers, shakers, tankers, fakers.
Now we're doing it from last round or this round?
We're going to do it for both, but we haven't reviewed the Saints game yet, so we'll quickly do movers, shakers, tankers, fakers.
Oh, okay. Well,
and then we'll quickly review the Saints game.
Well, my shaker was Jenkins.
Mover and shake, absolutely. I agree there wholeheartedly. And
he's been listening to our podcast.
I think he has. It's pumped him up.
It's got him going.
I think it has. I think we can take credit. Do you think?
Absolutely.
I think so, Crows fans. I think TwoCrows podcast are getting around now.
Good old JJ's listening to TwoCrows.
Good on you, JJ. God, Anthony didn't mean all those things he said.
No,
I
didn't.
You.
No, but
mover. Who's the mover then from the Richmond game?
Duday.
Bruce McMahon had 4 attempts to get that name right.
Yeah.
Butchered nearly every one of them.
He did.
Give him a set of knives and he's butchering
Absolutely, Duday.
It's Duday or dudes. Just shorten and call him dudes.
We had our game style going in that game. I was really impressed.
I was actually really... That was one of our, things... If it didn't work, it worked for us. Now, okay, who's the tanker? Any tankers in our team? I think Rat had a bit of a stinker.
He did have a bit, but he had a pretty good game against St Kilda.
He did, so he's made up for it. Faker, can I pick my faker?
Yeah.
Alex Rance.
Yes. Yes.
That was good.
Yes.
This Martin... I'll tell you what. I'll tell you Richmond's fans should be worried about. And it reminds me of what happened with us a couple of years ago. Their reliance on Dustin Martin, who kicked 5 of their goals.
I had a better spread this week, though.
But against us... If you didn't have Dustin Martin team,
that would have been a massive... That would have been a 10-goal defeat.
Yep. Easy.
Absolutely.
Easy. I think they always go, Dusty will get us out of trouble. I mean, he's got a beautiful kick. Those kicks at goals are spectacular.
He's got a low... But the way he can perch the ball and get it to...
Like Tex does. He's a very accurate kick as well.
Very good kick.
But if he wasn't in their team, if he was injured, how Dangerfield was with us, this player, know that.
Look at Geelong without Dangerfield.
They got their holy trinity and don't win any games, as the Shouter was saying.
Well, they're lucky to be 1 and 2. They could be zipping 3.
They could easily be zipping 3. Yeah, absolutely. So they got a few things to get on there. But okay, then. So we'll have a look at the Saints game then.
Yes, we'll move on to that.
Move on to the Saints game.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
Very frustrating
First
for half.
But the word crap was used a lot in this household. What about yours?
No.
More swear words? I was trying to be polite.
No.
It was crap.
It was
We lowered ourselves to their skill level. I was sitting there going, geez, are they trying to do this on purpose? Because I think they're trying to do low kicks, the Hawthorn-esque low kicks, but they were just kicking it into arms and hands and faces and then out on the full or...
What's wrong with
weird
it?
Stuff going on.
What's wrong with St Kilda?
I don't know. I thought for a while they're actually going to be my tankers.
Alan Richardson. I'm not sure.
I think... Well, you and I were talking about different players and some player movements, and I'll touch on it after because I want to go through the movers, shakers, tankers, and fakers because one of the players is going to be brought up there. But I mean, we can smash them now if you want to. Who did you like out of us? Obviously, to me, every penny, every draft pick. Correct me if I'm wrong, Anthony. Bryce Gibbs worth every single cent.
Him and a good team, Ali is just, but he's always been that player.
Yep. Do you reckon he's gone to another level? Didn't you say Cam Mooney even said that that's the most relaxed he's ever seen Bryce Gibbs before a game? Luke Darcy, sorry. Yeah. Said that's the most relaxed he's ever seen him and he's known him for years.
He's known him for ages and he's seen him in the rooms and it's the most relaxed he's seen him.
Yeah.
So
doesn't that say enough?
That says something, one, about our culture and two, that he's happy.
Absolutely. And he was a great player at Carlton. We're not taking that away from him, but I think he's gone to another level.
At this stage,
because of the small sample size. But because of the players around him. Because you have a look, you would have thought if you're missing Matt Crouch and Brad Crouch out of our centre, let alone with all the players that we've lost over the years, that we'd be in deep doo-doo. Correct?
Absolutely.
And he's got a Rolls Royce,
beautiful inside-outside balance to his game.
Kick it forward, down back.
And
he's the player we've been missing.
He's got that ability to just find the goal.
Oh, absolutely. He's great goal sense.
Hasn't he? He's just got...
Do you know what makes me sad?
He could be a match winner.
Do you know what makes me sad?
Once he gets...
Do you know what makes me sad?
What makes you sad?
Is I wish we had him last year. I know, revision mirror and stuff, but...
I know, it's hindsight
if butts,
stuff,
candy butts.
At the end of the day, we've got him for 5 years and...
Yeah, I'm looking forward to those 5, I'm telling you that much.
He's a Rolls Royce. He is...
I reckon even right at the end of his years, he will still be such a smooth mover because of his balance.
He's got balance on left and right, but he's a left footer. Is he predominantly left?
Now you ask me. We should know these things. I think so.
I think he's... Because he kicked that goal on his left.
Oh, he can just kick him on his right leg.
He's kicked a goal in every game.
I know, he's a champ. Well, what about your boy, who I've put on the sitting on the outside. Speaking of standing on the outside, that'll be coming up shortly.
I said that he just needed a full pre-season.
Which he got.
He's got.
Paul Seaman, come on down.
He's got that body of work under him. under him now. So
like this game.
And you're right, he's got that similarity to Bubba Smith.
Oh, he's got a haircut now, and I kept thinking it was Bubba, and I'm like,
the way he just comes down the wing like that.
Lazarus recovery.
And I love how he takes onus upon himself. He's just, I'm going to kick this goal.
Yeah, because he could have passed it off.
That's right.
Yep. But I tell you what, one thing that I did.
What about? Hang on. About Seeds.
Oh yeah.
That rundown tackle on Sinclair.
Yes. That was beautiful.
And Lachlan Murphy on, I don't know who that St Kilda player was.
I don't know, but it was a great tackle.
And that there gets your team up.
I think something that we spoke about, the youngsters and their energy, like your Lachlan Murphys in the previous game, Fogarty. I mean, Fogarty, I've got to talk about one thing, and I've got to come back to about Fogarty, because I do love the Fog. I think a few people have fallen in love with little Foggy. Now, what was I going to say? It was very important. Oh, really?
Fogs, yeah.
Is it good information?
No, it's funny.
Oh, it's funny. Oh, okay. Oh, no, you go with that, because now my very important thing I was going to say is gone.
I can talk about this. Fogarty's dad lives in Wallaroo, my hometown. And Fog's parents aren't together.
Okay.
And his dad's gone out and bought number plates with Fog 32 on them.
Oh, that's theirs? I've seen them.
Yeah,
I've seen the pictures.
He goes, thank goodness my Bip wife didn't get them before me.
Oh, really?
Ex-wife, sorry.
Ex-wife.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I love that.
So,
Fog loves both of them.
Fog 32,
I did see. I think people have seen them on social media.
Yeah.
Bit of stalk book has been going around.
So, that's pretty impressive.
But I tell you what, Fog throwing his weight around. He got
He got aggression. I love it.
Yeah, against Richmond, his pure aggression at the man and at the ball. It wasn't just at the play. You know, some people just get hot-headed. It was at the ball, and if he happened to take out a player in the same way, it was all the benefit. He already got fined.
I know. But I hope that doesn't take away...
Oh, God, no. Because I think you can get fined many times now. You're not going to get that bonus penalty.
But I hope it doesn't take away that aggression from his game.
No, just pay the fine.
Just
pay the fine.
Puts them back in their shell a little bit.
We'll do a bloody whip around. I'm sure people will pay Fog's fine. But geez, how about his goal kicking? No, that won't. Did it look like it stopped him?
It's an old style technique.
How good is it though?
It's straight.
How good is it? How good is it?
He can bomb them from outside 50, which is very handy. What have I said? You never defend a ball from outside 50.
Nope. And I remember last year when we played Richmond at Adelaide Oval, I think it was.
Unless it falls short.
We kicked about 5 outside, or 7.
That was against Richmond.
Yeah. Outside 50. Yeah, 80 had, was it?
Yeah.
Outside the 50, and I remember thinking, geez, that's a bloody good way to do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to remember what the hell I was going to talk about.
Because you get
but it's like you said, you can't defend it. Look at Tex lasering them through. The Saints, that's what it was. For me, the funniest thing of the night for the Saints game, just moving forward back to there, was their banner.
Yeah, that was.
Can you remember what that said?
It was about coming back from Good Friday.
Yeah, it's got a comeback after Good Friday. It's been done before. And I'm like, they did not get enough credit for that. That was the best thing St Kilda did.
What about, did you see Collingwood's banner on Friday night?
Oh, spelling fail?
That just
they can't even spell. Yeah, I'm just like, that doesn't help your cause. That's not the first time they've done that either. That does not help.
Was it?
Yeah, that's the first time.
Was it on purpose, you reckon?
Nah. It's happened before. You think it's a big banner.
There's
it's
50 people who create that banner at least, and they
50
didn't.
Of them. It's all good. Can we go on to movers, shakers, tankers, fakers for the Saints game? Biggest mover for you for St Kilda game? Out of us? Or anybody? Come on, you got to split it. Come on, who are you going to give it to?
It's between Gibbs and Seed.
I know.
I'm going to give it to Seed. I thought that was one of his best games as a Crows player.
Absolutely.
For us.
Yep.
And I'm sick. Why he's been with us for 3 years now, and the former Magpie. Why say that in the commentary?
Because they'll always do that, except for when it's an ex-Crow.
Did you see Rodney East tweet about him?
No.
He goes, "Gee, Season's become a good player, hasn't he?"
Become a good player. Oh, I like that. But I think it's the second time in his
his
7 years.
Contest work.
What is it? It's second time in 7 years that he's had a pre-season. So if we can keep him on the park, this would be the last year of his contract too.
We'll sign him up. He'll sign him
up. Oh, God, yeah. I reckon let him go for 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, because I like him. I liked him when he came to the footy club. And he's bulked up as well. He's got some size about him.
Well, I think he's, like you said, he's backing himself in. He can trust his leg.
Up, I reckon.
Which is what Brad needs to do.
He needs to get more pump when he kicks a goal, though.
I think he's just got some quiet satisfaction about him. He's not a big show pony. He just gets on with the job.
Yeah.
That's something I like about him as well. Like, he just gets on with it.
Yeah.
Have I mentioned how much I like Fog?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't get to play. Two-gun Tommy, come back into it. Tommy Ditch. He needed a run.
He was blowing a bit, wasn't he?
Oh, shit, yeah. He was
blowing
blowing
up a little bit.
But he was still kicking him well. He was still kicking him well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
His field kicking was alright, didn't mind that.
His kick inside 50. But I found, like, what really frustrated me in that first half in particular was our contest work was just so sloppy.
No, we just
couldn't
crap.
hold sway.
Crap.
Could not hold sway.
No, we just lowered ourselves to St Kilda's
just kicking high inside 50.
Lowered ourselves to St Kilda's
And I'm thinking, and I was getting very, very angry. I was getting very angry, Alan.
Yeah, no, I said a lot of swear words which are inappropriate for using in front of children. So who's the shaker then for you? Mover, yes, I'm actually split between Gibbs and Seed, and I'm going to go Seed as well. Because he did a lot of good things.
Let's go see Gibbs as a shaker.
Gibbs as a shaker, I reckon he shook the competition. And he also got perfect 10 for the coaches' votes. So he has to be our shaker. Has to be. Which I think was pretty damn fine.
Where's he sitting on the leaderboard?
No, I don't think he's anywhere near it. I don't know if he got blinds in. No, don't worry about that. What about tankers?
Essendon.
So we're not going to pick a Crows player? I don't think anyone really tanked.
Nah, I can't.
A couple of them had quieter games, but not everyone's going to get 20 posies. And even I think Miller had the lowest possessions, but he still did some good things.
He's got good balance. He's smooth.
Dudes, Tom Duday,
100%.
100% efficiency again. He's and I think a lot of our players were sitting in the 80 mark and high 70s, if not that.
Depending.
Can I finish the faker part? Because you know where I'm going with this. Jake Carlisle, you faker!
What a flog.
Oh my lord, is he a Suchosaurus? Did you see the tweet I put out? Like someone's just dragging this dog around. I was trying to get someone to tweet me another one because he just was a sook. He whinged. He made me, I reckon.
He gave away a free kick, the flog.
And and something that had nothing to do with him. Do you know what I mean? He wanted to sit there and argue. And he was still arguing with the umpire when the siren went. And then he argued again. And the umpire's like, mate.
But we agree on something with him, don't we?
Yes, actually we do. I mean, he's still a flog. We agree that part.
He's a flog.
But if you listen there, what's his name? The coach? Richardson. Put him forward.
Richardson's having issues with his forward line.
Put him forward.
What would they... What? Look...
I reckon, no, seriously, he can play football.
Well, he can play football.
Put him forward and let him clunk a few marks. He's a bit of a confidence...
He's a confidence player,
and he's also a bit of a... Well, he's a flog, but he loves... That would motivate him. It would motivate him.
Yeah.
He likes it being all about him. So if you're kicking goals, it gets to be more about you than a poor defender doesn't get as much recognition as forward. Yeah. But I think he's also capable of it. Maybe Paddy McCarter needs to sit and mind somebody in the defence. I think they've persisted with him and he's just a bit too big, not mobile enough at the moment. So
what happened to Wiedering too?
Jacob, because he should be a Crow. Yeah, I love Jacob Wiedering.
Yeah, I like him.
He's another one on my list. Andy McGrath, any of them. Come on down. So any other issues that you've got there, Matt?
Any other issues?
Oh, anything else you want to mention about the games?
About St Kilda?
About the St Kilda, about the Crows?
I just thought that,
what about Tex imposing himself?
How was that contested grab? That big
bang!
Pulled down a few St Kilda players.
Yeah, I know. It was beautiful, wasn't it?
That was something.
Eddie Betts' first goal.
And he got goal of the year.
And nomination
for goal of the year.
And twins. Two little girls. Alison McGaggy. And he had to watch it. Poor old Eddie had to watch his daughters being born in the lobby of the hotel.
On FaceTime.
And FaceTime, and a fan's trying to get a phone. He's like, And he apologised for, Eddie.
I know.
Apologised for the fans. So I'm sorry, whoever you are, dude. I'm really sorry, but I had to watch the birth of my daughters. But how good is that?
Well, we got some
daughter recruits.
Father daughter recruits. That's nice.
I'm quite happy about that. And the other news, the Sloanes.
Yeah.
I know, all Crows fans are like, yay,
I mean, I'm happy.
What do we make on that?
What do we make of it?
Yeah, well, we'll get to Eye on Rory, I suppose, and then we'll see what comes up out of that.
I think he'll stay, but...
Yeah, every time you say that, is that a big call from you, or you just...
No, I'm just... Because
usually when you have big calls...
I'm not making it a big call because it goes AWOL, but... No, I'm not making a big call.
Goes AWOL quicker than Steve McQueen in The Great Escape.
But I will make a big call. I want to go back to Tom Duday.
Duty.
Depending, and I say
Rising Star nomination.
with his rising star from last round 2, I thought Fogg may have got it. I thought Fogg, because he had a pretty good week the week before
have a pretty
as
good
well.
week,
But nonetheless, it was Duday. But the way he's been playing the last three rounds.
Oh, geez, you're not going to, are you?
Depending who gets nominated as a rising star throughout the year.
That Jack Higgins is looking pretty good.
Yeah, we'll just hold on him. I reckon he could win because he plays like a veteran.
The Crows, I'll tell you what, Haggis. Everyone, Ant and I were there at that draft. We were sitting there going there. Everyone's like, number 17, Adelaide Crows pick Tom Dirty. And we're like, who?
We were thinking Burton, really.
We thought Ryan Burton. We were thinking Bonner. We were thinking this player. We were thinking that player. And we got someone we knew nothing about. We were Googling. Geelong. Oh, jeez, not another Geelong one.
Did you hear the story that in the junior year of Duday's, when he come on the scenes, the coach was trying to hide him?
Which coach?
His juniors coach was trying to hide him on the recruiters because they knew what sort of talent he was.
So what, they were trying to keep him in the lower levels?
Same with Geelong Falcons.
Yeah, but Geelong Falcons, they're probably trying to keep him for Geelong. Yeah. And then everyone goes, oh, you wasted pick 17. The Crows went early. The Crows went too early on pick 17. Blah, blah. Oh, they could have waited. And I'm like, actually, no, they couldn't have. They only had two picks.
Had 2 picks.
They only had 2 picks.
Miller and
Dudes. That was it.
Like, I remember that.
They know who Dudes is now.
Paige Cardona. I remember the tweet vividly. She goes, Adelaide, what have you done?
Oh, I think we know.
don't get them underestimate. All right.
We don't get them all right.
But the last, it's either all right. Here you go. It's either it all goes hand in hand.
It does.
It's recruiting and development, but our development.
I think we recruit the personalities. We've been dudded a couple of times. Let's face it.
Absolutely.
But we always pick great talent, and we always develop great talent. I think that's something the Crows, like people say, they come in and pinch the players from us and say, yep, we'll get some others and we'll build them up. Look at the players we've lost. Yep. And I think that's one thing we've done well. I mean, you wouldn't have wanted him to wait another year.
No, not at all.
But I think Pikes has got the idea
Kelly,
now.
He took a while.
And look at him. And Marluki. Oh, you haven't even talked about your 3-2-1s yet for the Sainters.
I had him in my 3-2-1 because I thought he's such an underrated defender. That
he's
like Brad Shepherd.
And Dogger.
Yes. Yep. Very much like Dowdy. Like Brad Shepherd, I think he's very underrated for what he does for West Coast backline. He is underrated massively. Same with Brownie. I love Brownie. And he did an excellent job on Gresham.
He did. He actually did. Yep. I didn't even know he was playing. Yeah. That's how good he was. Yeah. Because he doesn't get as much of the ball, but actually, no, he got a lot more ball than I thought he did.
Who's that?
With Brown.
Brown, yeah.
Marluki. Yeah. Mrs. Brown's boy.
He was right up there.
I know. That sort of really surprised me. But mind you, they had more forward 50 entries than we did, so the defenders were always going to get a lot of ball.
It's funny because...
How funny? Like ha-ha funny?
Well, no, I posed this question to you yesterday.
Right. Did I listen?
Yeah, she did. Good. So, for example, if St Kilda had put scoreboard pressure on, would have it been a different game from our point of view? Would have been a cleaner game. Yeah. It would have been cleaner. Exactly. I think we would have lifted our game. And we would have lifted for sure. Well, it's ifs and buts. We can say what we want because... No, I think we're just going... We played crap because they were playing crap. We had another gear to go to. We had another gear even after that. I honestly believe in that game, even in the third quarter and our little purple patch in the premiership quarter, I still think we had another gear. What, did we kick 7 goals? Yeah, I still think we had another gear. No, just the way we started being clean. And I was talking to a Saints fan, he said, geez, you guys with the ball, like some of that slick handball movement, they get out of trouble. I tell you what. I love how they shape it. That reminds me of the old Geelong. You know, getting back behind with the handball out of trouble. Yes. And then they're getting the kicking style of the Hawthorn. I shouldn't say that's from them because let's say it's Pikester's style. It's Dom. Well, you can only build your game style around the players you've got. But not all coaches do that. They pick a game style and they try and replicate what opposition clubs do. And everyone thinks that... You can pinch little things, of course but you can't mould your whole style around another... But everyone wanted to, didn't correct me if I'm wrong, everyone was going on about, because Richmond won the final with a small mosquito fleet of forwards, that's the way to go. For them this year?
Well, it worked when the time was tough.
Yeah.
So, and if it works again, then to me...
No, I don't think it's going to... Because teams are going to pay more attention to that.
I think it's still just ball pressure.
But I will say Richmond played the MCG...
It's their home ground.
Fantastically.
It's their home ground.
They're able to use space so well.
It's like us on Adelaide Oval.
Well, when we play at Adelaide Oval, we're at another level. We are at another level when we're at Adelaide Oval.
But grand finals aren't played at the Adelaide Oval.
No, but we have to be better.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
But
anyway, you're 3-2-1 from Saints.
Yeah. Gibbs.
Yep.
3. Yep. Seedsman 2.
Yep.
Lukey 1.
Mine, and there could be a lot of honourable mentions in there, but Gibbs, agreed, Seeds, but I'm going to go Laird. Another 30 plus posies, 40 plus in the first 2 games. I mean, geez.
All Australian form, isn't it? And what's he going at? His disposal
efficiency? 80s, I think, or something ridiculous like that too. Our disposal efficiency has actually been quite impressive for me, considering how we have
been up around the 76, 78%, hasn't it?
As a whole team, yeah. And we've had players in the high 80s and 90s. Well, dude's going at 100%.
But when I said to you when we were coached by Brenton Sanderson that we were not a handballing team. We are a kicking side. We are kicking. Look at us.
But we're handballing as well, don't you find that
No, but we're actually kicking the ball more. Oh, okay. Whereas under Sanderson, we're just handballing. The handballs would get cut off.
That's a long time ago, man.
No, but I'm saying that we were always a kicking team, and Phil Walsh identified that when he came in. Yeah. He wanted us to kick more.
And
I think we're kicking more than. I think we've got a good ratio.
So
I think we're 2-1.
So the biggest thing for me though is our the way Anthony and I often, as you can probably imagine, talk a lot about football in the when we're not doing podcasts even, but our ability now to hold the ball,
hold possession,
because we like doing the whole turnover slingshot, and we get burnt by that ourselves. So we're actually looking now to hold the ball, create an opportunity, hit our targets. That reminds me of the Hawthorn, and then switch. Don't be afraid to switch.
Yeah. And that's something we weren't doing a whole lot of.
Not at all. We'd just get it forward, bomb it, get it forward, bomb it, get it forward, bomb it.
Just go down the line.
And sometimes we do still bomb it, but, we're getting better with marks and things like that. Can I do my head-to-head thing?
Yeah, do it.
Because I picked Tom Duday and I'll just pick some random player. Okay, Jake Lever.
From
what a coincidence.
Round 3.
This is 3 games now combined. So we're going to have
nice.
Cumulative. So they've both played 3 games. Average disposals, Tom, 20. Snake, 14. Disposal efficiency, Jake, 68. Tom, 93. Average of 19 effective disposals. And for Jake, average of 9 effective disposals.
Nice.
That's huge. Average kicks,
massive
9 and 10. So Jake ahead there. Average handballs, Jake 4, Tom 11. I think they're playing different roles-ish.
Yeah, but
average free kicks, Lever's had none and Tom's got 2.
Say that again? Average
free kicks.
Oh, free kicks, yeah.
Average contested possessions.
Yeah.
Tom Duday.
Game styles around contested, yeah. 9.
Jake Lever, 4. Average uncontested, they're pretty similar, 11 and 10, so 10 for Tom. Average score involvements, 3 for Tom, 2 for Jake. No goal assists for the boys yet. Average marks, 6 for Tom, 4 for Jake. Average contested, there's zip 0 in there. That's actually, there looks like there's a measurement, but they haven't got a number. Either way, it's leading to Tom's side.
Yeah, because
average uncontested, 5.
I love it when he can just come up and pluck the ball.
Average clangers at 1 each. Average tackles 1. And Dream Team points 74 and 55. So, and that'll change over the matches.
Once Lever, obviously he's a little bit more familiar with his teammates and.
Yeah, but Dudes is
in his first year, for crying out loud.
Yeah, so I do like that. I do like that a lot. And Tex, I tell you what, my boy Tex. They're all my boys. I'll just add that in there. JJ's been playing well. We have to take that all back. David Mckay. He's slotted in. He's been trying to take players on. He doesn't tackle very well. Right he just slips through.
But I think he's enjoying his roll across half-back alley.
I think so.
Yeah.
We're
rotating a lot of numbers through there too. We're actually rotating a lot of numbers through our line.
Another player that's unlucky to miss out on my votes, Richard Douglas.
Oh, how was that bullet to Eddie Betts?
I know. But how good was his field play? And he loves playing in the guts.
He does.
But I don't think you could play him there. We're going to get more
I'm excited.
longevity.
I'm excited because...
Do you think we're going to get more longevity out of him playing him the way we do?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
I think so. Yeah, I do think so.
Because it's not just pure midfield smash and bash and crash.
Up. Yeah. No, I
like
agree
Rory,
with that.
you see how we're actually taking him and we're spreading him over the field.
That's what I'm loving.
And
I'm loving
I think
it.
that
it's unpredictability.
Stops, but I think it also stops the players' energy
bashing
draining.
and crashing.
But it stops the draining. And then bring Fogg in. Wait till Fogg's got another pre-season.
Exactly. You just
and he can get in there and go, So
he'll have a lot of aggression on ball.
Oh, I like that.
I'm excited. Be like the other 32.
Bang. And I'm pretty sure there's tons of stuff we've missed from the Richmond game. But we'll crack back on it. If we think of it during the podcast, you know us, we'll just double back and do a U-bolt. Should we lead on to the next section?
Yes.
Got a little episode of Standing on the Outside.
Oh,
episode 2. Anthony was desperate to be involved in this one, so Anthony makes a guest appearance on this one.
I do.
So we can see what's happening down in Crows Land, should we?
Shall.
Okay, we'll let you do that. Back shortly. Morning, Erin. Are you sure you should be stretching your quad? Uh-oh. Are you sure you should be walking on it, Erin?
Morning, Erin. How's the quad? You limping a bit? Oh.
Morning, Erin. How's the quad? Oh.
Morning, Erin. How's the quad? Aww.
Jeez, where's Randall off to?
What the hell has happened here? It looks like a war zone. Renee, what the hell's going on?
It's Erin, sir. She's done her quad.
Send out an urgent memo and get everyone in a team meeting right now, stat. First I have to deal with the camp story, and now this. What the bloody hell is going on around here? Okay, everybody, listen up. There's this news story that's broken that we're all involved in some kind of cult. Have you read that?
Sir, yes, sir!
Do you think we are a cult?
Sir, no, sir!
Right. I'm glad I got that sorted. It's really important that you read that memo, okay? No one is to ask Flip about her quad. She's losing it. Do you understand?
Sir, yes, sir!
Bloody hell, Phil. What happened to you? Didn't see the memo, Mr. Fags. I'll be right, sir. Geez, Harps, you should really get that looked at by a doctor. Randall! And what's the go with Randall? Oh, ever since that mystery head knock against Collingwood, she keeps thinking she's trying to run onto the field and I'm trying to tackle her, so she keeps running away from me, Mr. Fags. Well, you better catch her, Phil. She stops to eat often enough. I mean, what diet is she on today?
I don't know, Mr. Fags. I think it's soy textured protein this week.
Oh, jeez. Another vegan.
Well, okay, folks, that's it for the meeting. And remember, everybody, stay away from Phillips, and Randall's still on the loose. Rob, chap here, speak to me. Rob, you know who I am. We're going to go have a meeting. I have a cunning plan. We've got the power to win. We'll never give something. Oh, who could that be? Michelangelo. Who? Andrew Fagan. I'll be right there. Out my way. Okay. Oh, as I live and breathe, Erin Phillips, daughter of the Port Magpie champion Greg Phillips. Erin, how's the quad? Stop.
Rucci.
How's the quad, Erin?
Also, I had Chelsea's blessing to include her.
Oh, good stuff.
In there, yeah, I asked her about it. So, Chelsea, that one's for you. And that's not the end of it
You have
either.
to tag her in it.
I will. Anyway, moving right along. I'll also put that out separate as well.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it
I like
easy
that.
to
It makes it easy.
smack it around the place.
Absolutely.
Okay, media meltdown. Well, media has been in meltdown. They're not cracking
Thankfully,
us.
it's not us.
Not this week. Week before, fine now, but earlier. Jeez.
Yeah.
So we've talked about us. What about others?
Well, there was
Softwick.
some breaking news last night, Alex.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. So poor Power Pick to Power Pepper
Yeah.
in a little bit of
Bit of
strife.
strife.
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly. We don't... Are the facts out yet?
Well, they've said allegedly reported of a sexual assault, allegations thereof. But the thing I find really strange is that if that is the allegation, why aren't the police involved?
Yeah.
Because
You would have thought they'd have to step in by now, surely.
Well, if the girl doesn't want to press charges, but then, why
But
make
they
the allegations?
why? Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't make sense to me.
And the bizarre thing is Port Adelaide are more worried about the curfew.
Well, no, I don't think it's more worried about. I think that's what they're going to focus on, redirection.
Right, yeah, of course. Get off.
But what else are you going to do until
fact.
the matter's investigated?
Yeah.
Well, who's investigating it?
Port Adelaide.
So the AFL apparently they'd have to be, because people are starting. A lot of fans are getting a bit upset, saying trying to sue, and then there's this and that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, look, just let it go. So it's either, are the allegations true, number one, enough smoke, there's fire, that seems to be the case. But then what's happened to the reported fans? Everyone knows about the Crows fan that said, gee, a bit harder to win away from the G. Now that's sent the Victorian media, you would have thought he was the Antichrist, with his head spinning and chucking holy water on the devil himself. But these are the ones, these are very serious allegations that are being made, are all being just shh.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. It drives me up the wall.
But obviously, are they better at just keeping it under the carpet? The media, remember, we don't give the media access, so...
No, so they write crap.
Whatever they want.
Bull dust.
Yeah.
And then it gets me angry.
Yeah. Then Anthony gets on Twitter. He has to
I was
impose
having this
Twitter bans.
conversation with my mum the other day, actually. That I'm just
geez, you having a
sick
conversation with your mum?
just bloody sick of it.
You wally. So, is there any other media meltdown stuff you want to talk about? I think is there anything, while we're here,
No, because Mum said, the Crows are third. Did you know that? I said, of course I knew that, Mum.
Yeah, Mum. Come on, Nat, get with the program.
On, Come with the program.
On. And you're not allowed to criticise umpires, apparently, even though they've been paying... I saw that decision against that Geelong player where he took the ball
slipped.
and slid out of bounds.
But I do have a rant.
Hang on, he got pinged.
Oh, that was bull dust too.
Oh, that was absolute crap. Yes.
I've got a rant.
Yes.
Can you tell me, Ali, why on earth these score reviews are taking so bloody damn long?
Oh, I don't know.
Because it takes momentum away.
Yes.
It takes momentum. I counted went for 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Oh, really?
1 minute and 40 seconds.
That is... It should be like you've got...
They put the timer on it.
20 seconds.
In one of the footy shows last
And that's it. That's what they need to do. But get clearer footage. I tell you what. Now, we've got a big screen. It's HD, OLED, and we're watching it in HD. The picture is so clear, you can see the players changing their minds, right? That's how clear the picture is. But when you have a look at a score review, it's all pixelated. I'm like, come on, surely you have a better quality camera. Otherwise, you know what? Leave it to the umpire's call. And yeah, they're going to get smashed in barrages.
I prefer the other way.
Call it.
I prefer the other way.
Well, I mean, they could make it accurate, but it's not accurate at the moment.
See, the other thing that I thought I was having a thought, and I thought, no, that won't work either. But I thought, well, why don't they let the game play on, have the review, but then if it's a point, they have to call it back anyway.
I think you answered your own question, didn't you? You didn't think that through, did you, before you started?
I didn't.
How about Conor McKenna? Bit hungry? Allegedly.
He's a bit of a biter.
He's a bit of a bite. He took a bit of a Tory Dixon.
That's tonight, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why I just thought I'd bring it up, the tribunal. That's a bit of a sidebar there to that.
That's a bit of a whoop.
Yeah, so that's a bit interesting with that. But that's about it. It's just weird. Just taking a chomp. Mind you, did you watch what...
It's inconclusive that it was a bite.
Yeah, I know. I reckon he just got one of his teammates. Take a chomp, off we go. But I had a look at what Tory Dixon was doing to him.
Oh, I've got to tell you something.
And I'm like, if you put your arm in someone's mouth and they bite down on it, that's your own fault. Like, some of the pressure he was putting on his head and things like that, I was like, nah. But biting, did he have his mouth guard in? Where's his mouth guard? Huh? Not been brought up, that part.
No, that's a very... Now you need to go and ring Michael Christensen.
Get onto it.
And they're saying, we've got enough conclusive evidence to say that...
From
bollocks. Bollocks, because the footage I've seen, it's very inconclusive.
Yeah, but they might have other footage. You know, where he got up and there's blood dripping from his teeth like a vampire. They got the stat in there.
Have you seen...
And he can't walk out in the sun now.
Just a sidebar. On Netflix, have you seen the series with Drew Barrymore?
Oh, the Santa Clarita died.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is, but no, that was sidebar for you.
Well, we're talking about eating humans.
Yeah. Well, zombies seems the obvious thing that we need to move to.
It's unusual.
Zombies.
It's unusual.
I think we need to go to zombies.
I think anyone who's listening to
So is Tory Dixon now a zombie?
I think so.
So, any other sidebar? Commonwealth Games, we're winning medals.
Yeah, we're winning
until we get onto track on field.
Until the Poms take over.
Yeah, until the track on field.
But we need the Poms to win, though. We need the Poms to win the netball.
Why?
Because if they win...
I don't even know.
There's going to be two countries who have
Anthony's
never
still
been
watching
in the
The Bachelor in
semis.
Paradise. I'm just dobbing
No.
You did.
I watched it last night.
I
watched it
I don't watch it, but I watched it last night.
Yeah.
But is there anything else sidebar? I don't think there's been much else happening around the traps around the world, apart from the common games. And I'll be honest, it's not floating me boat as much as it should. It's a bit like the Titanic more than anything else.
No.
So, okay then. So, any other announcements? So, we could always have a look
Rory
at
Laird.
on Rory.
Yeah, we could look at that. I haven't heard anything. Not even the media are going on about Rory.
Well, I'm waiting since their impending parenthood for the media to sort of amp up again. Will they stay? Will they go?
Oh.
Where do they want to raise a child? Oh, where are the questions that need to be asked? But speaking of Rory's, yes, if we haven't mentioned before, Rory Laird, 3 more years. Little desk man. I'm pretty sure we mentioned it, but... Thank you.
Did we mention it?
Oh, we may have earlier. I don't know. But it's a good news story. Who's next to sign?
Lynch and Sloane.
Who's next, though, to sign with us? Which one? Next player that's going to sign. Come on, Ant. You love making big calls.
Well, I did make a big caller before the game against St Kilda.
Yeah, but no, I meant signing players.
Like, as in out-of-contract players right now?
Well, that would be preferable,
Paul Seedsman.
You reckon he'll be announced soon? I reckon he'll be the end of the year.
You reckon?
Yep. I'm happy to be wrong. I reckon what would I like to see? Apart from the obvious ones with Rory, let's go for the not obvious. I'd like to see them come out and give Fogg a nice big contract.
Oh, yes.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I like that. He won't go anywhere.
Bloody hope not. He seems to
Do you
get on well with the boys.
He's got the same manager as Rue.
Has he?
Did.
Okay, so it's been hanging around.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's hope that Rue just is there signing his paperwork for him.
Yeah, fingers
The old
crossed.
Lucendale ball himself, eh?
He's a
I
ripper.
do like him. I can't wait to see him play again, but I know he needs a tank, and everyone keeps saying play him, but I know we can't.
I know.
Okay, so there's nothing else really with Rory's or anything else? Nothing
Nah,
for Rory?
not at all.
Just,
not at all.
There was a media thing. There was one last week.
What?
That said Rory is yet to decide.
Oh, by Nick Bowen.
Rory's yet to
That's
decide.
stupid article.
And it was the same article you could have written in January or maybe October last year. And I think they've just reprinted it by
And
accident.
and what about the... actually, this one is by Nick Bowen, the one where he said that Essendon's a good fit for Rory Sloane.
Yeah, and I think I tweeted him back and said, no, the Adelaide Crows are a good fit for Rory Sloane. See, I don't like the way they're doing that. And they're doing it with, what's his name? Tom Lynch from the Gold Coast. Oh, he'd be a good fit for here. How about...
Tom Lynch will stay. I reckon Tom Lynch will stay.
Well, the AFL will pay them a lot of money to keep him.
I reckon
Unless they need to prop up a Victorian club again.
Ah.
Yeah, then let's see what happens there. Okay, then, Ant, can you handle around the traps?
Around
Other
the
teams,
traps.
what else is the GO?
Well,
give me some goss.
I want to know how Sandilands got off.
I saw it just the replay on telly, and I was like, well,
that
this
was,
week. It's weak, deliberate.
On Jared Lyons.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor Jared. But
Yeah.
I think, just shutting the door at the Two Crows podcast HQ2.
Yeah, we've got 2 headquarters.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
That's our goss. We've got 2
mad
headquarters.
animals running around in the Gross.
Yes. It's like being in a zoo.
It is.
Yeah, no, I don't know how Sandilands got off.
What did someone tweeted out? They're using their dartboard theory again over where people get
That
on
was
and
the
off.
shadow, wasn't it?
I mean, if you have a look at other incidences, it's been clear cut. So I'm like, now why does he get special? Because they can't see Freo. They don't want Freo to tank, so they're just trying to prop him up.
Doing Nat Fife's good.
Nat or Matt? Is that his brother?
Nat. Nat, sorry.
You talk about Matt Fife. I'm like, oh, he has a brother. I didn't even know that.
He's back. He's back in some good form.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, we actually play a little team called Collingwood
We do.
coming up.
We'll win.
You reckon we'll win?
Yeah, we'll win.
Anthony's making the call. We're going to win. Well, that's nice, Anthony.
I reckon we'll win
the
by
first
23
game,
points.
23? I'm going 54. Sneak it in. Actually, it could be a lot closer than that, but I'm just going bold. Is that all right?
Yeah, go
go
bold.
hard and I'll
go
go
hard
home.
and bold. Go hard or go home.
Yeah.
Go back to HQ1.
I think so. Oh, did you want me to go through the Crows injuries list? That's been updated today, peeps.
Yeah.
So I'll try and get the podcast out today and everything. So
Try and do
some amazing things
that.
with technology and things of the sort. And the Crows website at the moment, BTD, more baby news behind Crows doors. Let's have a look here, see if they announce expecting their first child later this year. Yes. So who else is expecting babies at Westlake? So it's a baby
Josh
boom.
Jenkins?
Well, we have Eddie Betts, obviously they just had them. Then we've got
Josh
Sloanes.
Jenkins.
Then we've got Jacobs. Then we've got the Ottens.
And
Then we've got Lynch's and Josh Jenkins. Lynch again.
He's
Tommy,
on his
get
third.
off the job. I thought he's had
Molly.
3. And that's a lot of babies.
And I wouldn't be
Tell you
too
what, they're a lot
surprised if
comfortable.
Gibbsy's not far away either.
Oh, I reckon stay home, girls, because if you go down there to the club, you're going to get pregnant just breathing the air, Eddie Betts said.
That's exciting though. Like that's family.
It is.
I
It's
like
good.
that. It's the first. It'd be the first time in a long time since we've had that
A
many
big baby boom.
baby boom.
But isn't that a good thing? Just says
Absolutely,
where everyone's
it's a good
sitting.
thing that everyone's happy.
Well, I reckon the Adelaide Football Club, just another thing there with the Crows, are thrilled to welcome 5 new partners. Anthony loves all this stuff. Statewide Super, McDonald's, Harcourts, Bridgestone and Calibre are all signed on with the Crows as part of a 3-year agreement as an official partner. The Industry Super Fund Statewide Super will support both men's and women's teams and is working with the club to grow support for the women's sport as well as drive brand awareness. And for the next 4 years until the end of 2021, Anthony, global brand McDonald's, Macca's, the Big MC, will work with the club as an official partner to support community football and provide unique experiences, such as McDonald's Kids Zone at home games for members and fans, etc., etc.
4 years.
Yeah, getting on board there. Macca's getting on board with the good teams. But the original thing I was having a look at was...
Injury list.
Injury list. So let's have a look at our injury list. Alex Keith, ankle 1 to 2. Matt Crouch, hammy, still 2 weeks away. Anthony reckons it's only a week.
I reckon he'll be back next week.
Fair enough. Kyle Choney, I'm surprised at this one. He's still 2 weeks away with a hammy. Sam Gibson, hammy, 2 weeks. Now, wasn't he supposed to play game 1? So this is, 3 weeks? So that's a 5-week hammy.
No, it's off the bone.
Is it?
Well, it's a long hammy if it's...
And groin soreness, osteotitis pivis, whatever you pronounce it. Groin soreness, 5 to 6 still for Braddles. Andrew McPherson, groin soreness, same thing, 5 to 6. Brody Smith, knee indefinite. So, Anthony, my big question to you, sonny boy.
Yes.
is and Three Crows in Team of the Week. I think they're pretty well expected. Rory Laird, Bryce Gibbs, and Paul Seedsman.
Seed.
And Dude. So
Right,
getting on to Collingwood. Last time we played Collingwood, little Mitch McGovern took a little old mark right on the
It was
siren.
a draw, wasn't it?
Yeah, get out some pencils and call me a draw.
That was a handy draw in the end too.
It was a very handy draw.
Because it got us
The
minor
points.
premiers, so...
Absolutely. So, DT, Daniel Talia, in for his 150th. DT,
Well done.
champion.
What a champion. Phil
I know.
Davis leaves. See what I mean? Like Phil Davis leaves and then Talia
Serendipity,
just...
sliding doors, call it what you will.
It's just...
So, Anthony, my friend,
Yeah.
changes.
No, I think we're going unchanged.
There's no new injuries, is there?
No.
I'm just a bit confused. Is there no new injuries?
No.
What about the form in the SANFL of the little players come back? Boogie played his first game back, had a good touch.
Yeah, who had a good game?
The Big Easy,
Yeah.
Elliot Himmelbergs, he's progressing nicely.
I
Glooch
told
had a
you
bit of
that
touch on
at
there.
that draft
Pahults,
year, he'll be the best we've picked up from that draft year.
who was our number one pick from that year?
I can't remember.
Oh, geez, you're right on
Was
the
it
ball there.
Gucci?
Possibly, actually, I think it was, yes. Gloochie, Pahulki. We'll wait and see. We'll just hold on there. So you reckon no changes? I reckon if there's no injuries, I actually agree with you.
Yeah, I reckon unchanged if there's no
Because I
injuries.
don't think that anyone that's come back from injury, it was all their first games back,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think even Otts is going to come back through the SNF. I think he's almost good to go to come back in.
Right.
But yes, I actually will agree with you here, Anthony.
Good.
I think I know it's very
And
rare.
with I think midfield battle will be the key there.
Yeah, well, they have got some good midfielders. I mean,
I
they.
remember last time they got us, they smacked us around. So
Yeah. Well, let's have a look then. So we might.
let's see if we've learnt from last time. There you go.
Yes, Oppo analysis. Any injuries or anything that went? It did still side bottom. Is he out?
No, he's staying. He's.
Oh, so he
he'll be
didn't get
in.
pinged.
No.
Oh, of course he didn't. Not playing us.
Yeah.
Adelaide Oval though, under lights. Get down there, Crows fans. We haven't got
There'll be
tickets.
50,000
What's wrong
there.
with you? Get down there.
Get down. There'll be 50,000 there again.
Absolutely, and I'll be one of them.
I'll be one of them too.
Yeah, well, that's two of us then.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
then. So the first game, Crows versus Pies. We've established the Crows will win.
They will win.
Win good?
25 points for mine.
You reckon it'll be a close one?
Yeah, I reckon.
I just want it to be a
Because-
blowout because I just want to see
Look,
a blowout.
let's face it.
I want
Collingwood. Now, this might
Bunsen Burner Buckley.
This might go in my favour. Collingwood have not lost a game by a lot of points.
Okay, so that keeps them in the zone.
So
Yeah.
they haven't lost a lot. Like they've always been in the contest. Although
Okay.
they're not winning, they're not losing by
Getting
big
smashed.
mark. That's right.
Yep.
So, but
So what are you making of your Bunsen Burner Buckley? He's on your list, number one.
I don't think he'll play. I don't think they'll make finals this year.
Do you think he's out?
Because they're too inconsistent from week to week. They have one good week, then one poor week.
What about my Bevo?
Did you hear about that?
No, we'll come back to that. We'll go through the games first. So next we've got
So I'm going to tip Adelaide.
Yep, Adelaide. Giants versus Doctors down at Manuka Oval or Manuka or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go Giants. And
So you're going Adelaide?
yes, I is.
I'm going to go Giants.
Yeah, I'm going Giants. Richmond versus Lions at the Menakikagol MSCG.
Who's that, sorry?
Richmond Tigers versus Brisbane Lions, Anthony.
Oh, I'll go Tigers.
Tigers. And down at Etihad, a little bit later in the afternoon, we've got Western Bulldogs versus Sydney Swans.
Sydney.
I would agree with you there. Oh, at Bluntstone Arena, we have North Melbourne Kangaroos versus the Carlton Blues. Tankosauruses. Now, Bluntstone Arena is where North Melbourne gave us a full-on
Yeah, Bath.
touching up that you'd want to report it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to go North Melbourne.
I reckon I will, because if they don't win that, they're tanking bigger than I thought they were.
What's going on with Carlton? They got issues at the top, haven't they?
Yep. Just Jacob Weeder and come to the Crows. You just chuck it out there, mate. Next game on Sunday, there's 3 games. The first one off is the Bombers versus the Pair at Etihad.
Essendon for mine.
You reckon they're going to bounce back?
Yeah, I do.
The Pair play all right at the old Etihad, don't they?
No, I
I'll
don't
pick
care.
the Pair just to annoy you. Just to go opposite to you. Ooh, next game though. This will be good. I want a death ride here. Lock and load.
Yeah.
So we want Carlton to lose, by the way. Hawks versus Demons.
Nah, Hawks.
Yep, just because I want the Hawks to win. And where's the GMHBA Stadium?
That's Simmons.
Well, What do they just call it that? So Geelong versus Saints. Well, that shouldn't be too hard.
Geelong.
Pencil in Geelong for their second win for the season. Lock and load it.
All right.
Done?
So we've got one different.
Ooh. And it'll be a draw and we'll be all the same. So Anthony gets a little bit excited about that. So is that it for the podcast here tonight, mate?
I think so, Ali.
Yeah, we'll try and get this loaded up as soon as possible. I've got to do some little adjustments in there.
Yeah.
But sorry for being out of touch there for a while. We'll get this happening.
Sorry.
And
We did have people tweeting us as well.
yeah, we did get onto that.
We did tell them that
thank
we would
you for
do
the
St
messages.
Kilda in this, Richmond in this podcast.
Yes,
so
we definitely did.
thanks,
And,
Tom.
Yeah, and also at Girls Play Footy is no longer. They've actually the Girls Play Footy side, the radio and the Girls Play Footy website have split, and I think the website is no more. So we've just got the Girls Play Footy radio, which is now going to be changing its name and be under a totally separate banner.
Right.
And I'll be doing a record for that tonight, so I can tell you what the name is next time.
Cool bananas.
Yeah, so we'll get around that, supporting our local women's footy, which I think South Adelaide is still dominating, and it's getting close to the prelim finals now for the local ladies.
South Adelaide is still going.
Oh,
right.
South Adelaide, North Adelaide, to me, for my mind, will be the playing off for the premiership points.
Right.
But South have also welcomed back one Courtney Gum. It's not like they needed it.
No.
The other teams are sitting there crying as we speak. But Gummo, good on you. Congratulations for everything too. And I think one Sophie Jet Lee is playing for Norwood as well.
Right.
So we'll see how that pans out.
Hopefully
So for
we get
Anthony,
there back.
it's good night for me.
And it's good night for me.
So we'll let you go. Catch you later, peeps.
Bye.
TwoCrows, bye.
Hashtag TwoCrows.
Brought to you by TwoCrows.